Pre-check power lease high-tech electronic equipment from Colton Leasing on January 1st, 2018. The pre-check lease from Colton. Pre-check is lessee, Colton is lessor. Colton purchased the equipment from Wong Machines at a cost of $250,000, which is its fair value. So how do I know this is a lease contract, operating lease? We will take the fair value of lease payment and compare to the fair value of this asset. The rental payment is paid quarterly at the beginning of every quarter. How do I know it's at the beginning? They started the lease contract on January 1st, 2018, and the first payment is made on January 1st, 2018. So to find the present value of these $15,000 payments, we should go to table of present value of annuity due. Totally, we have 8 payment periods. Interest rate shouldn't use 8% because 8% represents 12 months. I only need quarterly rate. So 1/4 of 8% is 2%. So open up this present value annuity due table, 2%, 8 periods. The discounting factor is 7.47. And multiply by $15,000 of rental payment every period. So this contract is worth $112,080 to lessee. Is this high enough compared to selling price? The selling price of this asset is $250,000. It's only 45% of the fair value of the asset. So the lessee is not consuming the major part of the value of this asset. This lease contract cannot be viewed as a sales. So it's called operating lease. Okay. Lessee's schedule will be based on the present value of all these $15,000. As I said, the discounting factor 2% at 8 period is 8. Nope, sorry. It should be 7.8 periods, 47199. So lessee's outstanding balance will start from $112,080. On the same date, lessee pays rental payment. There is no interest accumulated. So the difference is still $15,000, which reduces outstanding balance by $15,000. After 3 months, they paid $15,000 again. This time there is interest. Interest is based on previous balance multiplied by 2% of quarterly rate. So interest for the first quarter is $19.42. The difference between $15,000 of cash and interest expense will reduce the lease payable by $13,058. July 1st has another 3 months of interest calculated from previous balance multiplied by 2% of quarterly rate. And we will do the same for the rest of quarters. So now we complete the amortization table. We can do journal entry according to the amortization table. First journal entry says record the beginning of the lease for lessee. The lessee received an asset called right of use, and it represents a liability, lease payable. For the beginning balance, $112,080. And then the same day, they pay $15,000, still on January 1st. And the payment reduces the liability. March 31st, the first quarter. After the first quarter, report the quarterly rental and interest paid by Chuck Power. So let's see, paid $15,000. Of this $15,000, there is an interest. We call it interest expense, and lease payable should be paid off as well. So go back to my amortization table. March 31st. March 31st is not showing up on the dates here. This is a mistake by Connect. They should have put March 31st and then June 30th, September 30th, because it is the time they made the payment. March 31st, June 30th, September 30th, December 31st. Okay, so here the dates are wrong, but it doesn't affect our way to journalize interest and lease payables. So March 31st, let's refer to April 1st. Payment is $15,000, which includes interest expense $19.42 and lease payable $13.58. $13,058. So my interest will be 14. I should have 1942. Let me write it down. And lease payable is 13,058. Okay, so interest expense is 1942. And lease payable is paid off by 1358. So totally it makes up cash payment of the rent $15,000. And finally, record the amortization of right of use equipment for the lessee. Amortization expense is not the same as depreciation this time because this is operating lease. So for operating lease, amortization is the amount of lease payable. So on March 31st, we still refer to April 1st. Amortization expense will be the same as the amount to reduce lease payable. So 13058. and we will directly reduce the value of right of use as set.